pretty song. I'm not sure what she's saying. Sounds like a magician. Sounds like she's saying there's no escape from me, I'm a magician. Can you hear it? Welcome to everything. Listen to my heart beating. Force of... I know it's meant to be. Magician. Yeah, I'm not sure what it's saying, but the reason I'm listening to that is because I was contacted by this person who was telling me about their YouTube channel, and they wanted to use my photo for the visual. So they asked me, and I was like, sure, because they're going to credit me. And I thought that was pretty neat. Then if anyone's curious of the photo, at least I will be credited. So I thought, yeah, sure, go ahead. And then they shared with me, well, this is the song we're going to use. And I don't know why, I always am intrigued by, like when I got a photo selected for a book, and they wanted to use it for a book cover, I thought, maybe this book will be a sign. But it was called In a Heartbeat, and it was about, like, this heart transplant or something. So I was like, oh, darn. That is kind of awkward. So, but I was excited for that. Well, anyway, so this time they're like, we're going to put it to a song. And I'm like, well, what song is it? It's called Meant to Be. Schools. I can't pronounce it. Meant to Be, featuring JDR and Tiff Lacey. I don't know, but it sounds really cool because it has like that piano and then just like a dance song. But I just can't make out the lyrics. I'm always like, what are the lyrics? What does this mean? They chose my photo. The photo they chose is the silhouette one I did with the hat, and I'm holding the hat to the side, and I have a scarf I went like this to during the photo shoot. But it looks like I'm just like whatever, and it's windy, but it wasn't windy at all. So, that photo is called Anything Can Happen. Well, that's the one they chose for this song called Meant to Be. Hi, it's Stephanie and I just spent 3 minutes explaining this song because I came home to these messages. Day 4 is what I'm here for to talk about, and right now it's day 5, but I was not home last night. I was with a friend, and we were hanging out, and then I stayed over there for the night. She lives out of town, so we just kind of just hang out, so. I didn't sleep the entire night. I could not get myself to stay sleepy. My mind was going crazy on me that I was just like, stop! And, so this is how day 4 went. I woke up late at like 1 p.m. apparently, and I knew my friend was going to be coming, and she said around 3. So I just kind of killed time and got ready, and then left with her. And then she took me to this dodgeball game, which I got hit in the face twice. Well, first it was, okay, I was wearing these, and I had them on, and I was talking to her, and then it kind of hurts right there, and I get like a slight headache from that. And then another time, it hits me in the head, and then another time I get hit in the knee. At this point, I'm like, let's go have ice cream and get out of here. And so we weren't even watching the game, and it was scary. We're like, why are we here? Because they don't not have the people protected, and they're just throwing these balls as hard as you can, and got hit 3 times. It was pretty brutal. So, yeah, we left and had ice cream, and I got to meet her soon-to-be fiance because she's aware he's going to pop the question soon, but we were just waiting for it, and, well, she's waiting for it, but I'm waiting for her to tell me about it. So I met that guy, and then I met her best guy friend. So she had her soon-to-be fiance and then a friend of hers. And so I met them because she was all excited and wanted everyone to meet. And so we all kind of hang out at the ice cream place, cracking jokes and whatnot. And then we went back to her house and just kind of hung out. And we actually got to go walk out there because she lives in the country. And I really liked the peace and silence out there. So I was like, it's like we should just like sit somewhere, or I don't know, just sit and talk under the stars, which is so peaceful. Like I love just staring at stars in silence. Sounds cheesy. But I do. I literally like that silence and just underneath a big giant sky of stars, and the moon was almost full. So it was pretty big and bright. So we sat into there and we were just talking about like stuff in our lives and what's happening, and I was just telling her about my happiness and total change, but also the struggles I still kind of have as a human being, and this stuff that goes on in my mind and how I have to stop it. And then she told me about stuff she's been dealing with, and we just opened up to each other. And I know it was important to her to have someone to listen to. And she said I came at perfect timing, like really good timing in her life, when she needed a friend like me, like someone who she can talk to, who believes with her that, you know, we go through things, but that's okay. There's always a way out with God, and He doesn't get us in a position and then there's no way out. You know, there's always a way of escape, and in temptations as well. CD flap was open. Random. So anyway, we did get to talk, and then I told her I would pray with her, so we got to pray, and that was really nice to have that person to just pray with and be there with. And then after that, we finally went back inside, and she uploaded some pictures that we took at the dodgeball game, and then she went to sleep. I was like, okay, it's 12:30 a.m., almost 1. I don't know how long it'll take me to fall asleep, but I'm gonna try. So I closed my eyes, and then I catch myself, like, totally lost in thought. I mean, it's like my mind is going crazy. It's just like one scene after the other. So I'm watching movies in my mind, like, all night long. And then when I catch myself thinking too much, I'm like, okay, let's just start praying or something, because these thoughts I'm living in another world in my mind, and it's just kind of tough sometimes because I'm trying not to do that. So that I don't think too much on stuff. But yeah, it was pretty active. So around 3:30 a.m. I send a text to Facebook knowing I can't check it because there's no Wi-Fi there. So I was away from internet that entire day really, and then the entire night, and this morning, and now I'm back, but and I'm fine. I can live without internet, but yeah, that's why I wasn't on. And so it's just like, okay, so it's not like I can just get on Facebook and entertain myself or anything. So that's why I just sent a text to Facebook, and that's really all I can do. I can't imagine anyone being available at 3 a.m. to text, so it's not like I had that option, because most people here, they sleep, except me. So yeah, I had a really hard time going to sleep, and then it was like 4 a.m., right, and I'm like, I'm still not asleep. 5 a.m. comes, I'm like, I'm still not asleep. I would have been asleep at home. And then she stole all the blankets at one point, and I was like, okay, I have no blankets now, but she's like all wrapped in a little ball, like rolled up in it, so I was kind of like, okay, whatever, it's not that, I mean, it's hot over here, so night times they're not that cold, but the fan was going, so my feet were getting cold. But then finally 6 a.m. rolls by, and I'm just like, hey, you stole the blankets. And she starts laughing, and she wakes up and laughs about it and gives it to me saying, sorry. And then I still don't go to sleep. Then she leaves to like the living room or something, thinking I'm asleep, I guess, but I'm not. So I'm like, okay, it's like 6:30 a.m. and I'm still awake. And then I'm just like, well, maybe I'll just stay awake. What's the point of going to sleep now? The sun's up. And then, yeah, I eventually fall asleep, and I wake up about 9 o'clock, and she's on her computer. And I was like, hi. And she's like, when did you go to sleep? Because she saw a post on Facebook that was posted 5 hours ago or something like that. And I was like, 7. So yeah, I got to at least sleep for like an hour and a half, and now I'm home. And that was my day 4, including day 5 morning. So I feel like it was good that I was able to talk with her and open up and then have a friend to talk to. So in a sense, that makes me feel like day 4 was productive. And now it's day 5, and it's a lot different this time, because last time when I decided to do 7 days of really like trying your best to pretty much get your mind off of your problems and just focus on what God could do in your life. And last time I was actually in an emotional state, or just, actually had something that was, the battle that I was in. And so during then I had to avoid scary, worry thoughts about the situation and not try to imagine anything. And that really did help before it all just completely vanished. And I mean, still to this day, I'm like, how did that happen? I don't know, but it did. And now it's like, okay, it's all in my head, really. Most of this is all in my head, but internally I was changed and helped from that. And it was just like, it was my time. It was done. It was over. I completed the race, and now it's just like, okay, now I get my reward. Well, that's what it feels like. So this time, doing the 7-day journey along with my friend, we just call it the 7-day journey. Sounds cool that way, I guess. But now doing it, like, right now, how I currently feel is I need to continuously work on being patient for the future and whatever it holds, and to not overthink on things, and to trust that there is an amazing plan for me, whatever it may be, whatever it consists of, and that God knows the people I need in my life during this time, and He knows where I'm to go. So I'm just trying to focus on that and trust that what's to happen will happen. So yeah. And last night I was just, during my thought process and train of thought and everything, I mean, I took so many trains you don't even know. I was all over the world in my mind. But last night I was thinking of something. I was thinking of, like, what do I need to do? What am I supposed to do? Because I know what I want to do. And do I do it, though? Right? And I don't know. It was kind of interesting, because in this sense, I was, like, arguing with God. Not necessarily arguing. I'm just like, okay, God, I'm blah, 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 and I'm just going at it. And I literally felt like my thought was interrupted with, I'm not going to say it, but it was like interrupted saying, just do it then, Stephanie. Like, just to put it plainly, just like that type of interruption. It was like, okay, you keep talking about it, then do it, that's okay. And I will make a way. Something like that. It's hard to explain, because it's like, what? So now I'm like, okay, I just calm down, take it slow, it will make sense soon. So yeah, I'm at the point where it's like, whatever it is I'm supposed to do, it'll make sense soon, and I will know. And when I know, I will go. When I know, I will go. Okay, so food product of the day, since the last time it was Laffy Taffy, is Coca-Cola Cherry. Soda. Soda pop. Dirty pop. Sick and tired of hearing all these people talk about what's the deal with this pop life and when it's gonna fade out. Wow, how do I remember that? Oh dear. Yeah, Coca-Cola with cherry flavor and other natural flavors. Calories, 150. This is why I'm fat. This is why I'm fat. Oh my gosh, last year, okay, I'm gonna sound like such a girl. Oh my gosh, like last year, I freaking gained like 10 pounds. Like seriously, who gains 10 pounds? I'm just kidding. Not last year. Beginning of this year, I was on birth control for my face, obviously. But the doctor prescribed me to help my like hormones and everything, and so they suggested the birth control stuff. And I used to joke about it with my mom, just like, so now I can like pretty much go out any night I want with any guy and I won't get pregnant. And my mom would laugh, because I mean, anyone who knows me knows that I'm not like that at all. So it's fun to joke about it, like joking about drugs. I'm not gonna do drugs, but I can joke about it. Speaking of which, just kidding. So yeah, I was on those pills to help my everything really, and it cleared up my entire face, and now it's coming back. And I usually don't wear makeup during these videos because I need to like avoid it because I really don't want to make it worse. But I really want to go back on it to put my cycle back together in my body and hormones and everything to help my face again, because I don't want it to come back. There's so many things in life I don't want to come back, and acne is one of them. So anyway, when I was on it, a lot of people would talk about how you gain weight, and I was just like, I didn't notice, right? But then one day I like was with friends, and we went, there was some sale thing happening at Forever 21, and so we got some clothes. And I usually like getting clothes because I like fashion photography, so I imagine like, ooh, I could wear this in a photo. That's really my motivation to buy clothes. And then I decided to have a photo shoot with the clothes, but I felt like a lot thicker than I've ever been. And I know any of my friends would be like, Stephanie, you're still small. And that wasn't the point. The point was I felt unhealthy because I knew I already had a bad eating habit, schedule, whatever. And I mean, I used to drink water and juice like all the time, but ever since I moved with my mom, it's like sometimes we'll have soda here, and then ever since I got a job, I started buying more, like I could buy more stuff, so I buy soda. This is for my friend, but I try not to drink as much now, but occasionally it'll, you know, I'm addicted to soda. I try not to drink as much now. I mean, it's just overwhelming. But before it gets warm. But yeah, I would look at the pictures and I'm just like, I don't even like myself as a model anymore. So I remember that time. I couldn't fit in my pants the same. They were like awkward. Like it was awkward. It was horrible. It was horrible to me because I looked so unhealthy for my body size, or my bone structure or whatever. It just looked like that was all extra. And I'm like, okay. And I would love to work out, but I give in to laziness so easily because I don't know. I'm a follower. I'm a follower. If I had someone who was motivating me and continuously telling me to do it, I probably would do it. You know, like if it was convenient, which is funny. If working out was convenient, then I totally would. Like, but no one in this house does it. Like, you know, every day at a schedule where I'm like, hey, I'll join along. So I don't think about it. But I have a friend who's really been doing some serious stuff. But man, I would die. Not as serious. What a red right there. It's like, oh, that's where I got smacked in the face, I forgot. Did it really make me red? That just could be the lighting. Anyway, 20 minutes. Wow, I have to stop. So that's how my day 4 went. Had nothing to do with my birth control pills, but whatever. Mustn't worry about the future or the people in my life right now. I just know that what's most important to me is that I am a light to anyone, especially those who feel like they are just in the dark, that there's like, I mean, if anyone comes across my life who is going through something intense and deep, I really hope that I can give them hope, because I know how important it is to receive something positive when you're going through something that's so negative, you know. I remember how down I've gotten before, but I knew what I was doing then was for someone else. And the reason why it hurts so much is because of that person's actions. And I cared about them so much that I was willing to do anything to change it all, you know. So I saw their life going downhill, and it's just like they were like this a lot. Sometimes they're fine, they're doing good, and the next thing you know they're not, and I'm just like, there is a solution to this. You can experience a much better life, but you are destroying it. You're destroying it with all these things that are bringing you down, you know. So that's how I felt like for a while, and it's just like, you want to do something about it, but you can't. But here I am in 2012, ready for the next big thing in my life, and I'm excited. I really am. And I'm just like, okay, what is it? Where's the sign? I'm looking for a sign. I don't know, let's look for a sign. How do you look for a sign, and how do you know what's the sign? What's happening? Taco Bell. There we go. Taco Bell. I just saw this. I don't know how Taco Bell is a sign, but open late. That's good, because I'm usually up late. How late are you open? Tell me how late you're open. Tell me now. Anyway. So yeah, who knows what I'm supposed to be looking out for. But we'll see, because you know what? It's day 5 now. So, day 5 video will be up later tonight. Anyway, bye Stephanie Ann from the future.